Hey everybody, I'm Jeffrey. This is Ty. He is our dog that found us. He wandered up onto our property several years ago and he's been the best. And he's going to help me each week as we roll out a new video for Simply Simple Cooking. Listen, cooking isn't difficult. It doesn't have to be. It might be to you right now, but if you'll just spend some time with me in the kitchen, I really think that cooking is going to become not just simple, but enjoyable for you. And then that means that you're going to have more time with your family. So today, our very first one, we're going to do a bread dip. And the base for the bread dip for most people would be butter. For me personally, it's a product called Smart Balance. I don't get any commissions or anything like that because, you know, this is my first video. But I really like the fact that Smart Balance has been shown to reduce cholesterol, the bad cholesterol in people. And for us, the taste has not changed. Now, I still use butter. Don't think that I've gone like too far that way. We still use butter for cooking, sometimes for toast, for grilled cheese, things like that. We'll be talking about that. But the Smart Balance really works well. This stuff is so good. If you use a stick of butter, you happen to be home by yourself, you got some bread, hey, let's make some bread dip. You're going to throw that stick of butter, melt it in, put in all those ingredients listed down there in the description, and next thing you know, you've eaten a whole stick of butter because this stuff, you're just going to keep eating it and keep eating it. And so that's another reason the Smart Balance is a pretty good choice. But anyway, moving past that, I hope you have a great time. Enjoy the video and let's become food friends. What do you say? Hello food friends, and welcome to our inaugural, our very first, the beginning of the redundant descriptions of how we're doing our very first program for Simply Simple Cooking. And what we're going to demonstrate for you today is called bread dip. I know, kind of boring. Maybe I should come up with a little something different for the name, but that's truly just what it is. And it's delicious. It is a family and it is a friend favorite, and it's so simple. So I'm going to share that with you today. And what's really fun about this recipe is there are so few ingredients, but it's actually pretty good for you. So, you know, the times when you get that real heavy feeling after you're eating a roll or something, you're like, oh, it's really heavy. Well, this is going to kind of eliminate that. So what we're going to start with today is we're going to start with a butter product. I choose Smart Balance because I appreciate the health value that it actually has. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take this 15-ounce tub of Smart Balance and we're going to drop it in the pan. We're going to turn on our heat to about a medium heat. However you cook with medium, that would be your medium. Okay, we don't want to burn it, but we do need it to melt off. Okay, so we're going to take a couple of healthy doses of that and we're going to put that in there. We're going to let that kind of cook down. You're going to let that melt off so that when we add the ingredients, it's going to be so much fun. Okay, so here we're going to take, let's get our garlic, is one of our first things we're going to add to this pan. So what we're going to do is we're going to peel off our garlic here, and we're going to take the clove, we're going to cut it off. All right, it's already starting to smell good. This isn't very simple though. Oh yeah, press, garlic press. Okay, so you can take this clove of garlic, you don't even have to peel this one. All right, stick it in the press, and then when you squeeze it into the pan, that's not very simple either. There's got to be a simpler way to do this. How about when you go to the grocery store, you buy minced garlic. It's already done. It comes in a jar and it's beautiful and it's tasty. And so you're going to take that minced garlic and you're going to put that in your pan. All right, we want to get all that garlic in there. Now, already on a medium heat, this Smart Balance is starting to simmer. Okay? We're going to mix that garlic up in there. We're going to let that simmer down and continue as we think about what's happening in the pan right now. That butter's melting, it's kind of becoming a liquid, and so that garlic, as it's cooking, it's going to be opening up and it's going to make your house smell wonderful. Okay? So now Here we go. Now I don't know about you guys, garlic is kind of a favorite in our household. So I had a grandfather who would take garlic pills for health. There are many, many, many wonderful attributes of garlic in your diet and how it helps to fight disease and stuff. So let's take a look at that. Right there, you can see it steaming off and the garlic is starting to open up and it's starting to smell wonderful. So our next ingredient is going to be our oregano. Now the recipe, I'm not telling you exactly right now because I don't want to take up that time. The recipe itself is listed in the YouTube description, so you can just go there, copy it, paste it, you've got it with you. You don't have to worry about writing it down. Okay, so let's drop in our oregano. And now we're starting to get a good sizzle on the pan right now. And right now, if you have company over and you're in the kitchen and they're maybe in the dining room or somewhere else visiting, they're going to be perking up because they're going to be smelling things that are just delicious. Now our third ingredient, well, our third spice outside of the original butter, is one that people kind of cock their head at sometimes. They say, really? That doesn't sound very good. This is dill weed, okay? And I know that for you, dill weed might be a little strange. But we're going to add that in there. And we're going to let those three flavors mix in with that butter. And it's going to create an aroma to die for. And the longer you let this go, a couple of minutes or so, the more those flavors get to marry and enjoy each other, well, the better the end result. Now, the last dry ingredient that we're going to put in is salt. Just plain sea salt, whatever you want to use. You can even use, one of the shakers to put it in there. But when you take a shaker and you put it over a pot where steam's coming out, it cakes on the top of your shaker and it's just not very attractive. Then you have to wipe it off and then, where have your hands been? So, we're going to take salt, just add that. Now with salt, you do it to your taste. You do it to the taste of the people that you are going to be serving. You can always add a little salt later and it's going to be just fine. Now we've got a great simmer going on. Okay, beautiful, beautiful color and everything. So now we're going to take the rest of this Smart Balance. Now I did leave this out for a little while, so it's a little softer than normal, which is actually good when you're about to cook with it, because that means it's going to melt down better. So we're going to take the rest of this tub of Smart Balance, or whatever it is that you're using as your butter product. We're going to get that in the pan. And now we're just going to slowly stir it in. Now, if you need to do something while this is happening, just turn your heat down a little bit. Turn it to like a low, medium low, and go work with what you're doing, because right now your flavors have all come together. It's ready to go. You just need to get the rest of that butter melted so that you have a volume to serve your family or your friends. Okay, so I'm going to turn it back up again. We're going to get this heated up. And once that Smart Balance, once that butter product melts away, you're going to be left with a beautiful, wonderful dip to serve over bread. You can dip your bread in it. You can actually ladle it over some vegetables. You could even put it on a salad if you wanted to. I would maybe check that before I tried it. Now we are all melted away and we are left with a beautiful, beautiful bread dip. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a glass jar and a ladle, turn my heat off. Now, just like in regular water, the heavy stuff floats to the bottom. So your garlic and your spices are going to settle. So you'll want to stir it and then bring it up. And look at that. It's beautiful. It is ready to go, ready to serve. And people can now, you can serve this in individual ramekins for their own pleasure. And you're ready to go. Take that bread, dip it down there. In fact, look at this. Soaks it up. Go to the bottom, get some of that garlic, get some of that oregano and that dill. Throw that in your mouth. Oh my goodness, so, so tasty. You're going to love it, and we'll see you next time on Simply Simple Cooking. Hey everybody, thanks for watching.
If you like the video, why not subscribe? Visit us on Facebook, check out our website, or shoot us an email. Leave a comment down below. And above all, have a great day.